Hi everybody. So this exercise, a lot of you singers out there have talked about how developing vibrato. What is vibrato? Vibrato is that kind of natural wobble that happens in the voice that makes it sound a little bit more sort of soulful and lifelike, I guess. Where's it come from? Okay, so the idea of vibrato originally in singing was to mimic the sound of somebody crying. Okay, so opera singers used to do it back in the day in order to, when they wanted a particular part of the song to be emotional or sad, all right, then they would kind of put this kind of wobble. Because you think about when people cry, a lot of the time their voice wobbles. Okay, so the idea was to create this kind of flutter in the voice to kind of make it sound more emotional. All right, now how do we do it? Now, there's several ways to do it. Some, I think, are not very good for your voice. Okay, so there's ways where people call constricted vibrato, which is that kind of really fast which doesn't sound very good in my opinion, and it's not very good for your voice. I don't think it'll wear your voice out quite quickly. So the best way to do it, okay, is to use what we call your thyroid cartilage. Okay, I'll explain that in another video. Far too complicated, boring. Okay, so your thyroid cartilage is this bit here. All right, now if you look when I'm talking, my thyroid cartilage goes up and down depending on what pitch I am talking. I don't know if you can see that or how well you can see that. Now, obviously, ladies can't see their thyroid cartilage. They have got it here. Okay, it's the same as the Adam's apple on a guy. Okay, so see, ladies, you have got one of these, but it's smaller than a guy's. That's why a guy's voice is deeper, because their thyroid cartilage is bigger. All right. So I don't know. Again, I know it's going to be very difficult for you to see, but it's this bump here, basically. Now, when I do a vibrato sound, you might see that it moves. Okay, like this, in order to create the vibrato. Okay. Now, in order to do that, it's easier to do it in what we call our head voice. All right. So head voice is up here. So that's where vibrato happens naturally. Okay. In classical singing, as I said, they used to call it sob. All right, singing up here and putting that vibrato, that flutter on the voice. So how we do it is we have to wobble this, okay? And the way you do it, the way you wobble it, is quite simply, you just put your finger on it for the moment. Okay, if you go down, make your voice kind of like sad sounding, and then normal, you'll feel when you do the sad sound, it goes down, and when you do the normal sound, it goes up, down, and up. Okay? I'm hoping you can see this. If you can't see my Adam's apple, it doesn't make no sense at all. But feel free to book me for a video lesson. I can talk you through it in more detail. So what we need to do is we need to get our voice going from this position to this position. All right, lower, and a little bit higher. Okay, so rocking back and forth. And the way you do it is you go into your head voice, up here, and then you try and switch it back and forth between this and this. Okay. You probably can't see it, but there is movement here. Okay. Now, the best vibratos, I think, have a rhythm to them. Okay, so what I mean by that is they're not just kind of wobbling uncontrollably. They've got some sort of rhythmic element to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my metronome. If you haven't got this, there's an app called Metro Timer. Okay, you can use to help you with this. So there's my metronome. Now what I can do is I can do it 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 like that. Okay, so that will sound like it's probably a bit quick for me to do that. I'm going to slow it down. So It doesn't have to be spot on. Okay, you want it to be a little bit natural sounding. All right. So that's so for every click, you're doing 4 wobbles, if you like. Next one would be to do it in 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, doesn't have to be exact. You don't want it to be exact. If it's too rigid to that metronome, then it's going to be robotic sounding. I think if you want that sort of sound, that's fine. Most people don't mind. They want a nice sort of natural sounding. So, like I said, they originally it was designed to create emotion, normally sadness. And so that's what they call it, sob, in singing. All right. So, what you need to do is you need to be able to do vibrato slow and fast. All right, you want a variety. If you think about some of your favourite singers out there that have got the most dynamic voices, they can do the vibrato slow and they can do it fast. Okay, so slow would be ah. Okay, fast would be more like ah. Okay. Again, you want to try it with different sounds. So, like I did there, I went ah and It's easier in head voice than it is in chest voice. Once you've got it in head voice, do it in chest voice. In chest voice, it takes a lot more work. All right, but it's important that you find that sweet spot where your voice is just kind of, just shaking nicely and rhythmically. All right. I hope that helps. Like I said, you can book a video lesson with me if you like. Just send me an email and we'll get that arranged. All right, see you next time.